Hello, my friends. This is episode question mark because this is going to be part season review. I think of our fourth season with TPS. We've won the title, as you can see. You knew that from last episode. If you didn't, spoiler alert. Sorry, you should have not gone straight here. We've won the title. We've secured Champions League. We've done everything we can for this club. I mean, not really. We could go to the Champions League and dominate, but okay, easy, right? So we're going to review today the signings of the season. Sorry, my knuckles just cracked. I don't know if that grosses you out. Somebody that's really grossed out by that just went, no, while watching. This has been an excellent start, wouldn't you say, to the episode? This isn't very scripted. So we're going to review the season, signing of the season, the fans player of the season, the young player of the season. I asked you last episode to leave your comments as to who you thought that would be. So let's see if you were right. And then, my friends, we're going to resign. And we're going to go on the job hunt and see how long it takes us to find another role. We had Brøndby come after us, so you'd think we could get some sniffs around the park, right? Like people, hey man, come over here. So I'm hoping for Norway or Sweden, personally, because I've done Denmark and other reasons, which will soon be revealed. But we'll talk about that. And here we go. So let's see. Were you right about your players of the season and all that? Okay. TPS overall best 11. Who got into the starting 11? All right. Leskinen gets in, but not as a starter. Hilska still holding on to that. Interesting. He's got a long career ahead to take that spot from him. Michaela getting the right wing spot. Mansally getting the left back spot. Leskinen, I guess, is they put him on the wing. We don't play him as a winger. He's a striker. Come on. We've been training him on complete forward his entire career. Yakola, Ramonen still has the right back spot. Rex Heppy, Nurmos, interesting. Mansally, Eero, Minkinen, Michaela, Yakinen, Leskinen, Hilska, with Viscosi, the Canadian goalkeeper who's left the club, Holma, Freiburg, Valakari, Artalo, Virtanen, and Mikko. So two of those guys on staff with us. Here's the awards. Valakari with the player of the season. That is a bit of a surprise to me. He played, quote, just 16 starts, 7 subs, 2 goals, 5 assists with 1 player of the match on a 7.25. He was popular last season, so maybe that has something to do with it. Goal of the season, we'll watch here in a second. Bilos Yanakir with the signing of the season. I totally agree with that. 24 starts, 10 goals, 11 assists, 3 penalties scored. 4 players of the match on a 7-4-1 on that inside forward role. Played beautifully. And, of course, young player of the season, Matti Leskinen, as you might expect. 15 starts, 11 goals, 6 assists, 3 players of the match on a 7-4-4. And he got his first cap in the senior team for Finland. Thrilled for him. Let's watch the goal. Was it really that good? Okay, it's IFK. Is this the last, or the third to last game of the season? That's kind of what I'm thinking. No, the 5-3 game. That game was not 5-3. Ball forward. Leskinen from, who's this? Yanakir. Okay. Amazing stuff. Season review. Few will have tipped TPS to achieve more than a top half finish, but we confounded every expectation by finishing top of the pile as unlikely champions. It was a season of unlikely yet jubilant success for TPS, who consistently defied the odds from the outset and were eventually crowned champions. Moment to forget, losing to IFK Mariehamn 3-1. That was way long ago. 71% full, so we're getting to the point where they might consider... it's not maxing it out, but we've definitely got the fans coming. We did the double. Got kicked out of the Europa League, but it was our first try, in quite some time. So I think they can be all right with that. Squad is super happy. I just want to see, does anybody oppose us? That would just be hilarious. 3 players have no real opinion of me. Georgie, who just joined, Appelt, who joined the middle season. Dahlstrom still does not care for me. Fine. End of season confidence review. It's not 100%. It's not 100%. We got you Champions League. I turned down 2 job interviews towards the end of the season. We won the title. What do you mean? Just a bit. just a bit upset about that. We're going to get one last thing in for the club. I mean, we're at 935. They're about to get a huge influx of cash, you'd think, right? Champions League, you think that's a lot of money. You'd get sponsors. What can we do for the club? We've already improved the youth facilities. Now they're adequate. We could go good youth facilities or very good training facilities. Let's try for training facilities. Okay, right. They're not interested. How about youth facilities? Yeah, I mean, maybe we need to be above $1 million, or I mean, because it was quite expensive the last time we did that. So, to fair play, fair play. Training summary. I'm not even really gonna look at this. We'll look at the squad. How about that? I told you we were gonna do that. So, most starts for Yakola, as you might expect, goalkeeper. Nurmos playing. I mean, with a substitute appearance, playing just as many, really. In that ball-winning, or not ball-winning, the ball-playing defender role. Apo with 31, Yannick here with 28, Mensali, so as you shouldn't surprise you by any of that. Goals, Leskinen, 17 and 22 with 9 assists is just incredible. 748 with a 157 key passes per 90, 22 key headers, 29 key passes. Georgie, not half bad, right? Bringing him in, 17 starts, 13 goals. And an assist. So not as many assists, but I mean, again, they're challenging each other. His rating's not as high, but his ceiling is quite high. We might try and steal him. He's 135K. He's not tied to the club. He's Georgian, you know. Yannick here with 11 goals and 12 assists on 28 appearances. That's phenomenal. 728. And Voltson, the super duper sub. Only 6 starts with 22 subs, giving Leskinen a break or Georgie a break. You're right, coming in 10 goals. A lot of those coming in the final moments of matches to help us out. Yakinen, again, surprising, with 7 in 12 with 18 subs. Michaela with 7. A little disappointing. I mean, his rating is pretty good. But not as good as you would want, I don't think. So you can see all that. Nothing really super surprising there. It always startles me. Apparently, someone just subscribed. We're up to 1,915. Thanks for being here. Hopefully, it's higher by the time you see this because I'm recording in advance. Average rating, Leskinen on a 748. I mean, to be fair, that's on 10 starts. The youngster, Callie, I think is what you guys told me in the comments, Yakinen. It's the other Yakinen. I prefer that. Looks pretty good as well. Good for, like, I feel like as we're leaving this club, we're leaving them in very good hands, right? So we'll go back and look at the starters. Hilska with the 1 sub appearance. Sorry, I feel bad a little bit for Hilska, not gonna lie. Lotto on 7 starts on a 7.1, not bad. All right, key passes per 90. And Voltson with a 244. Interesting. Appelt with a 2.4, not bad. His rating doesn't really show that. I guess because he didn't have as many assists or goals as you'd expect from an attacking midfielder in the center of the park. Yakinen with 233, so interesting stuff there. Key headers, Eriksson and Nurmos, center backs. Casalainen with not as many starts with 27. He played more of a cover role, generally. Key tackles, Eriksson, Nurmos, Midpaw, Casalainen, and then key passes. 49 for Yannick here, 45 for Valakari, 41 for Michaela. So overall, super excited. But again, looking at the stars, so they need a goalkeeper. Satra, where is Satra? He's down here. He's a good backup, but they need to go spend some money next season to replace Yakola, or to get ready to replace Yakola. I mean, he's 35, so like he's still 3.5 stars. So I suppose he could play again. I mean, 24 starts. He allowed 33 though. Only 8 shutouts, a 691. So he's kind of started that decline a bit. But look at the most appearances, right? Nurmos still 3-star, played 6'8" you know, but we got some good youngsters. Menpa, we need it. We do need a right back, but 3 stars. Yannick here, excellent left winger. Mensali, probably his last rodeo at left back, but we got Antonsen, who's pretty good to take his spot. Dahlstrom, 25, 3.5 stars, could potentially improve. Michaela, 29, kind of the Grizzly veteran, 3 stars. Eriksson, 28, you know, holding down that back line. Valakari, 23, only 3 stars, but the fans love him. Larakainen, 18, 4 stars, right? Like, just looking at this, if you look at the the current abilities, right? 18, 19, 19, 19, 29, like 35 is the outlier. And then, I mean, all the way down. It takes until you get to Carlson at 32, is that right? Before you hit somebody else. So I feel like we're leaving them in a very, very good spot. You've got Kassalainen, 3.5 stars, who's been injured. Passanen, who has 3 to 4 star potential, he only had 6 starts, but ripped his hamstring or whatever it is, right? Yeah, torn hamstring. Ouch. I'm quite proud of the squad that we built, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And there's good folks in the potential. Attacking midfielder 17, another center back that's 5-star potential. We got a right back that's been on loan several seasons. He's done okay. I mean, that number is not really accurate because he's been playing for a team that's not in, like, we don't have the league loaded. We got Virtanen, another Virtanen, left winger. We got a good goalkeeper, Santeri Pikkarainen. I mean, he could be the backup next season, potentially. Jukka-Pekka Lane, who's been on loan. So, like, there's some really good youth coming in. Georgie, obviously. Yakinen, Vesanen. Like, I'm quite proud of what we've accomplished, and I've rambled on about that for 11 minutes, so I guess it's time. Let's look at the potential before we leave. So you still got Brøndby open. You've got SK Brann in the Eliteserien, which is the 19th league in the world in Norway. Cheeky. We're not favored because we're not available. I guess let's look at our attributes real quick. We're up to okay. I was at 11, I think, in the middle of last episode. Now I'm at 13 on attacking. I don't know why. We're coming along quite nicely. 775 a week. We have a year left on our contract. We're wanted. I guess we're still wanted by Brøndby. So let's see what happens. This should be interesting. It kind of hurts. I have saved this separately. Oh, can we get him to give us the pro license? That's a little dirty, I feel, right? Like, and now it hasn't clicked up over here, but they are paying for it, and now, no, contract, resign immediately. All right, 775 a week, 700 per week after tax. Can we improve on that in our next role? Surely we can. It hurts. Oh! Juuso Huhtapelto and Toni Koskela have left. Oh, that'll endear you to me. How do I add to them to the short list? The fact that they walked out with me. He's an under-20s coach, to be fair. That'll warm your heart, lads. Look at that. Mikko and Mika, I mean, I don't really blame them. They're from, like, they played a bunch of games there. I meant to add them to my short list. Let's go back and do that real quick. Just show me all of them. Mikko, indefinitely. Mika, indefinitely. So again, I'm not trying to poach their entire staff, but, you know, I do have a soft spot in my heart for those two. I just want to see. I've already had moments where I've second-guessed myself, and I only hope I don't end up regretting it. That seems fair. I'm doing what it's supposed to be. I'm ambitious, want to take the next step up on my terms. I don't want clubs to avoid coming to me because I'm under contract. That seems fair. I still do. This happened very quickly and fairly amicably. No, I was happy with them. I'll always be a TPS fan. That's all I can ask for. They gave me 100%. Showcase my coaching skills. So let's go look at the job center. Nothing has changed here because we did turn down Brøndby. I'm not sure if I want a full day into the future, so let's do that and see, do they come sniffing back around? I don't think I'm going to wait for clubs to approach me. I think I'm going to start applying. To see what happens. Or it's just going to keep going forward. Let's get to... Okay, there we go. Right. Okay, Renders has fired their coach. Brøndby's hired. I'm not fussed about that. Okay, they've already... Oh my goodness. Okay, they've already replaced me. Fair play. FF Yarrow, who made that run into the cup last season, into the semifinal where we beat them. He's only been in... He was with the Kimmy Kings. He was with JJK, so he's had experience at the top level. And then he took... they got relegated. Was that his role? Did he get relegated with them? Let's see. What happened to them? It's 2020. Yeah, he got the boot and took over in the same division with the Kimmy Kings. And then they haven't done anything. Is that really a good hire? Yeah, finished on 7th. And then he went to Yarrow. I guess that was last season. Then he went to... Okay, FF Yarrow. What have they done this? Oh, that's not the current season. Oh, I guess they're in the competition below. You're like, dude, we don't care. No, they're here. That's strange that it hasn't updated that. They must have come out. They must have been in the league below and gotten promoted, maybe. So I mean, fair play. Okay, fair play. Hire who you want, I guess. Let's go look at the job center. Post Nord League. That's below us. I'm gonna apply to this job for sure. Okay, that's way down, so I'm guessing that's way down as well. I don't Division 2 Nordland and Norra Svinland. I don't know. This would be a very slight step up, right? 41 versus let's go look here. Versus 50, so that's the slightest of steps up. So I could still apply there. I got bigger sites, I think. And then Randers. Let's go for the top level job first. Right? I think that makes sense. I'm not gonna make you watch all the interviews and all that kind of stuff. I just want to see what else was out there and see if they bite real quick, then we can show that. Otherwise, I'll just kind of hop forward and we'll kind of see where we end up. You're going to keep Euro. I'm just kind of watching the TPS news. Iceland. Okay, that's not at our level. Okay, what's the job board looking like? Is that team gone? No, there's still SK Brann. Postnord. No, that's the step down. All right, let's just leave it. And again, people could come to us. I forgot to check to see if we were favored on any of the jobs. We're not favored for that job. We applied. Maybe it's because we haven't interviewed. Have I just made a horrible mistake by leaving TPS? All right, if nothing happens this time, then I'll cut the episode. Not the episode. I'll cut the. I'll stop recording for a second and bring you back when something's happening. Is all I was trying to get out of my mouth. We're still not favored for anything. Okay, I'll be right back. It's not going well, people. I applied like a month ago. They haven't responded. The other Norway team that was in the league below has already hired somebody. So I'm just going to sit back and relax and keep on clicking. Oh, I'm so gutted and happy at the same time. Mika Artalo has taken charge of a club. Kappa Helsinki in the Ikonen, whatever it is. They finished 4th last season. Oh, that means we can't snag him for our staff. But it's like we've developed him enough. We gave him enough of a chance. We got him some badges that he's been able to land his first head coaching job. Oh, well, happy tear comes out. In the meantime, no response. Apparently Norway's not interviewing right now. Sweden is laying off everybody, but it's in the 2nd division. So, I might get a little desperate. Let's find out. All right, my friends, we got a nibble from Sportklubben Brann. I'm curious if it, so there's another team that's getting relegated in this league. IK Start. It said, like, as I was hitting continue, it said at the start, like, available jobs, and, like, they were in Norway. And I was like, what is going on with that? And I applied, but it said that they're in the midst of a takeover, so that might be why. Because they're getting relegated, but I thought, God, they kind of bounced up and down. That might be an interesting story, but it wasn't listed in the job center. But apparently, SK Brann, after almost 2 months, the day before Christmas, has decided to do an interview. Sure. Let's just take a look. They are okay finances, 3-star. I mean, okay. 3rd place, and then what happened this season? Where are they? 8th place. Interesting. So let's attend the interview. Right? There's never mentioned the country. Can you explain? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, blah, blah, blah. I hope you give me a chance. I do want to manage in Norway, right? That's accurate. It only knows about the one team because of the database issues we had with Stoke-Seri, unfortunately. Yeah, I've shown tremendous loyalty. You're going to make a step up from your previous, so can you handle that? I'm more than capable of doing well here. Your record in the transfer market is concerning. What are you talking about? We'll take a look at that in a second. No, let's look at it now. What are you talking about? Where would that be? Stats. Bought 125, sold 94K. Why is that? 50K is a guy that's amazing. What on earth are you talking about? My record on the pitch speaks for itself. I get results. Fair play. That's my garage again. Sorry. Can you explain why you appear to be in running for a few jobs right now? I'm in the running for 2. And one of them is not even really available. Merely considering my options. Look at my last club. They love me. Yeah. I don't care about your general manager. I can work with him. Okay, let's just look here. Head of youth development. Okay, head coaches for the youth teams and the second team. Assistant coach. Okay, assistants. 4 coaching staff. A physio. A head physio, 2 physios. A sports science. Okay, coaching staff for the second team. How many scouts? 4 scouts? All right. Yeah, sure. Fair amount of changes. I'm not gonna go look. Yeah, some modifications because I want to see if I can bring in those 2 guys that quit to join me. I mean, that's amazing. They don't want to use the youth system. Excellent. Okay, payroll's about the same. That's really surprising to be that far up in the the reputation of leagues, but no. I'm thinking of Servet and my other save. It's double. Okay. Yeah. Nope. All right. Let's see. After we'll look at on Christmas Day. Has that changed anything in terms of our standing in the job center? Nope. Still not the favorite. Okay, so I'll be back when we have some news. So apparently that 50th league jump to the 12th league in reputation jump was a bit much. They've hired the guy that was favored by the odds makers, and to be fair, he's better than me as a continental pro. So, right. So that leaves, apparently, the Hivrodrov, which is a BK Frem, if you watch Dominating Denmark and FM18 on the channel. That's one of their biggest rivals. I can't do that. And IK Start, who we applied before it was in the job center because they were in the middle of a takeover. You'd think it's like, man, that guy really wants the job. Like, he's applying even though it's not even posted. Right? So it's the first of the year. I'm getting a bit nervous. And I'm thinking I'm just going to bring you back when we have something interesting. Like more jobs to apply for, maybe. IK Start want to interview me. I'm not even going to look. Let's go. Country. I've always wanted to manage in Norway. You've managed one team. Yes. I've been loyal. Transfer market. Again, it must be because I spent more than I sold, but like by 30 grand, and we won the title and the cup. Come on. I can meet expectations, of course. Working with limited resources. That makes me nervous. I'll work with the GM. Okay. It's part of the recruitment. So well, I changed the current. Okay. Right. So they've got 3 of the 4 coaches. I'd like to get rid of one of them so we can bring in both of the guys that quit TPS. I mean, that's loyalty. You got to bring in your guys, right? Nobody on the U19 coaching staff. Maybe we could squeeze one of them in there. Wide scale changes. Let's go. Any philosophies you'd like to propose we could judge? Apparently they want... How do you want high profile players when you have limited resources? I don't want anything else. Okay, 32,000 payrolls, about 8 grand more than TPS. That's like a third more. Okay. Average salary is 404. That seems a bit less than isn't it? Than TPS? Maybe. Maybe that's including youth teams. I don't know. It doesn't matter. That's not something we're talking about. All right. Let's see what happens here. Maybe they don't mind them. I mean, they just got relegated, so they should be like, yeah, it makes sense. Widespread changes. Okay. So we've not impacted the odds. Maybe that was too ambitious, but like, I want to be able to bring at least those 2 guys. At least those 2 guys. Although I should probably look to see what they were. Were they on my senior team staff? That looks interesting, but let me go staff shortlist. Yuso was... No, not his playing history. Okay, he was an under-20s coach, so we could put him in the U19s because there's nobody there. Tony Koskela was a regular team coach. That would take up one of those spots. And then if we could go get Mikko, because we've already lost Mika for Kappa Helsinki as the head. I mean, again, proud of him. He should dedicate his... I mean, it said he was... That's the thing that's frustrating. Mika said I was his favorite personnel. I invite you to suggest any changes you'd like to make to IK Start's coaching team staff. You'll be able to request the hiring of members of your previous coaching staff at TPS while enjoying the freedom to alter the contracts or dispense with the services of any staff currently contracted. Staff at both clubs have already provided information on the roles and duties they are prepared to carry out, and upon your acceptance of the job, will begin transitioning immediately. So it's like they've already talked to him to say like, hey, we might hire this guy. Would you want to come? Yes, let us know what's the compensation. Is that what's happening? I've never done this in FM. Okay, so Mikko wants to come. Oh, okay, the compensation budget is 4 grand. It's going to cost 41 grand to bring him in. And then if I get rid of the assistant coach, it's 133 grand. That's a bit annoying. So my head of youth development wants to come and Mikko wants to come. Oh, come on. That guy's not a very good head of youth development. Ooh, he could be a coach. Could he just be a coach? Can I just make you a coach? No, you don't. You're not interested. Well, I can't get rid of anybody. That's widespread changes. 4 grand. When you're paying somebody 1.8 grand, it's going to cost 92 grand to get rid of them. 4.26. What in the world? What? That's not widespread changes. That's not even bringing in the one guy I want to bring in. Miko would actually be a half-decent head of youth development. We have a job offer. I'll take less money if you'll let me sign Miko. Oh, man. I don't know. We have okay finances. I don't know how okay, like, what does okay mean? How far in debt? We have no transfer budget. Oh, this is going to be fun, y'all. We're going to Norway, to a team that's been relegated. Has it officially gone through yet? Or am I about to take a demotion? Oh, no, okay, they've officially been demoted, right? This is the one below? Yes, this is the 41st League. So I was just making sure it wasn't going to have the clause in, if I can get back to the contract, clause in here, relegation. It's like, oh, we signed you. Oh, we got relegated. Oh, you just took a pay cut. If we get I'm going to bump this up to see if I can get more flexibility, because if we get relegated again, like, I don't even, is that even in the league? Like, do I have that loaded? Okay, I do. No. What? Okay, I don't know what's going on from I don't know how it's structured. Okay. Idrettsklubben start, and then Idrettslaget hold. Okay. So I guess we do have them loaded. But if we get relegated, we're probably going to lose our jobs because they just got relegated. So to do a double relegation, you know, it's probably not good. Top division promotion. Sure. Yeah, I'm good with 15%. Let's bump that down to 80%. Let's do $3,000, which is 1.6 after. I mean, it's still more than double what we were making at our last club. Okay, you want to do $3,000 and 90%? How about 3.2 and 90%? 2-year deal. Okay. 3.1. Done. 1.6 grand after tax. We are going to IK start. Idrettsklubben start. Apparently. I'm not even favored. Ha! That's hilarious. Oh, my friends. My friends, let's go. We're not going to do, looking at all this stuff, except, what is this? Olaf Fajij was going to come join us. He's not, okay. What? Oh, sure, we'll scout him. We're just gonna look at the finances, and I'm gonna see. Then we're gonna cut the episode here because it took a long time. We have 86 days until our first match, so I need it set up preseason. I need to look at the team, transfers, all that kind of stuff. I'll bring you back for the episode where we look at the club and all that kind of stuff. Look at what gaps we have. I'm gonna go see if I can go get some of those coach members. Miko, how you doing, brother? But let's look at the finances. What does okay mean? Is it 25,000 in the bank? Oh, that's bad. Oh, what have we gotten ourselves into, my friends? Oh, look at the finances. Oh, and yet it has just, oh, we have no transfer budget. How am I supposed to sign high-profile players with no transfer budget? Anybody know? Oh, okay. I'm gonna leave it there. We've got 10 grand to spend a week. Maybe we can use that to go get Miko. Maybe not. Find out next time on episode 1 with, we're just gonna call him IK Start. Oh boy. Hit the like button. Check out this other stuff. Oh no. Oh no.